Hello, people joining in. Just started going live. Still have not figured out why I can't go live on mobile yet. Really, really weird. Waiting for more people to show up and say hi. Sitting down on the floor because I'm trying to figure out the best way to pack my bag because I do not want to check my bags when I fly because it's expensive. So I'm reevaluating. Can you guys hear me? Sometimes I don't know if the mic is actually picking me up or my laptop. Awesome, okay. Yeah, sometimes I really can't tell. Like, it doesn't let me know if the mic is working. So, so I got these little space saver bags. However, since I'm trying to pack everything in a duffel bag, I looked it up and I think the best way to fit everything in is to roll my clothes and his clothes because I also am packing stuff for him to come with me. And again, I don't want to, I don't want to have to check a bag. So I'm trying to fit everything in my duffel bag and my book bag. So he's gonna briefly be in my book bag while I go to the airport, and then I'm gonna take him out on the plane. So I have to leave enough room in my book bag to fit him. Um, Luckily he's not that big, so he'll be fine. He's gonna be in his little sleeper thing, so he's gonna be completely covered, so he won't get damaged at all. But yeah, so like I said, these space saver bags were nice, but I think it's better to roll my clothes. So that's my getting all my stuff out of these safe space, like these space saver bags. Um, if that doesn't work, I'll put them back in the space saver bags because the stuff does fit. It's just like not a lot of room. So I want to try this way to see if this gets me anywhere better. Hi, Linda. How is everyone doing today? It's a weird day. It's what day is it? I've lost track of time. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Sorry, guys. It's been finals week for me, so I'm all over the place as far as thoughts go. Waiting for my grades to come back on my finals. So I'm gonna start with my pants because those are the biggest article of clothing. I'll put him aside. Let's see. Trying to think. I'm doing well. Busy week. I'm working as finals for the end of the semester. Caught a bit of cold. Oh, see, that's what I'm afraid of happening. Oh my gosh. I will be miserable if I catch a cold and I'm flying on Saturday. I'm sorry you caught a cold during finals week. Yeah, it's like I said, it's finals week here. I took my last final today. My last final was horrible. Um, it was my Spanish final, and it took me 3 hours, and I only had 3 hours of sleep. So I don't know how well I did on that final, but it was literally it's my last Spanish final I'll ever have to take. I don't need to take any more Spanish. So after 7 or 8 years of Spanish, I'm finally done with Spanish. Um, I'm very happy about that. I don't want to take another Spanish class in my life. It's just a lot of rules to the language. So I am happy I'm done with it, but I don't know how well I did. Um, so I'm worried. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Tomina. Yeah, I'm worried about that final, but the good thing is I have a 95 in that Spanish class right now. So I need is a 70 on that final to keep my A. So I'm hoping I get at least a 70. That's all I can hope for. I'm sure you did very good. I hope so. I really do hope so. Like my Spanish teacher, because I just at some point, like I was so tired that I was just staring at the test, and she was like, "Sean, are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know." Like I did not like. I at some point just like zoned out completely. Um, like I said, I was the last one still taking the final because I was so tired. I had so little sleep that I just couldn't focus really. So, and I'm really good at test taking. So this is a really it made me really upset because I'm so good at test taking usually that I was like, why this exam? Why am I having trouble with this exam? Out of all the exams I've taken in my life, which I wouldn't even be able to begin to count all the exams I've taken in my life. I was like, why this one is I'm having trouble with. But I'm sure it'll work out. I think it would be very hard for me to fail that because I did study and I did know some of the stuff on there. So we'll see. I'm probably overpacking to be honest, even though I will be gone a whole month. I mean, I have problems with packing. I usually am very good at packing, but I don't want to overpack and I don't want to underpack because I don't want to get like tired of wearing the same thing over and over. But I do have some clothes at my nana's house in Maryland, but I can't remember what I have there already. I could call her and see, but she probably wouldn't feel like going to tell me. So we'll just deal with this. I think this might work better, the rolling method. Like I got all this stuff from Old Navy last week because they were having their sale, and I already had not Kohl's cash, Old Navy's cash from my mom, so I used that, and I got a lot of nice new stuff for me for the winter time. Let's see if this duffel bag doesn't work. I still have a another suitcase that still is considered a carry-on size. That's like slightly bigger, has more room in it. That I might have to switch to, because this is already getting a tight fit, and that's without his clothes. So I've got some sweaters in there. I've got my pants in there. It's already getting kind of full. Now I got to put in my shirts. Anyone else going anywhere for holiday season? Anyone else traveling? Visit family? See, before the Rose Doll show, I had never traveled past Arkansas, so that was a whole new experience for me because I had only taken a few planes before that, and I had to do a layover, and I was like, "How does this work? What if I miss the plane that I'm connecting to? Like, where do I go?" It was crazy experience for me, but I learned a lot from it, how to deal with getting lost in an airport. The good thing is people are very helpful in airports. because everyone understands, flying is not easy. Yeah, I'm going in 2020. Can't wait. Oh man, see, I'm not going in 2020 because it's too early in the year this year. They're doing it in June instead of July. Um, and honestly, there's a lot of stuff happening right now with Bountiful Baby, and I'm trying to like wait for the lawsuit to see how that works out, to see if somehow Stephanie's, I mean, sorry, however, how like somehow the YouTuber is telling the truth or not about her allegations. So I'm trying to see if that how all that plays out. But like, so I don't know if I would want to go anyway, even if it was in July, because there's just so much going on with them right now that it's a little concerning to say the least. Um, you know, I don't want to be like get back into the whole controversy after I made my video and I talked about it, but there's things that have been coming up that are a little concerning that don't quite have answers to them. So I'm a little worried. I will say that I'm a little worried that she somehow might be telling the truth. Although I very much doubt that she is because she's done things like this before to get attention. So um, she boycotted a whole artist before because she had a personal dispute with them. So I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Most companies have skeletons in the closet. I agree, but if it is what like she's saying it all is, then I probably will not. I will not continue to support them because there's certain lines that you shouldn't cross as a company, and for me, like child abuse, you know, sexual assault, that kind of stuff, that's crossing a line to me. Like, sure, you have freedoms to do certain things that other people might not agree with, but when it comes to abuse, I think that's pushing it for me. That's too much for me. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to switch to my suitcase. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Ah, my suitcase. So my suitcase is very, very old. It's been through a lot of stuff. So let's see. It definitely looks like it has more room in here. And I've taken this suitcase before, so I know that it does go with their little rules and laws about the size of carry-on. Hi, Millie's messy nursery. I'm just packing up some stuff, getting ready to go home for break. I'm leaving early in the morning, so I'm trying to like last minute make sure I can fit everything. Yeah, it's a little crazy because it's legal to marry at 14 in Utah, so it's a little blurry. Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that at all because I know how I was at 14 and I know how most people are at 14. No one at 14 is ready to get married. Um, yeah, I mean, really, no. I would say even I was very mature. Don't get me wrong, at 14, I was very, very mature. I've always been very, very mature for my age, but even then, like, no, I don't see how anyone could be ready to be married at 14. I see people my age getting married. I'm like, are you sure about that? Like, that's what we're doing. So, Phyllis said people have to wait to what is done in the dark will come to light. I don't know. Like everything is right now is pretty speculative. There's some things that I go, maybe that's not so speculative. Maybe that is based in fact. But we still don't know what these facts, even if they do exist, what they mean. Um, because for example, just because his family is related to the cult doesn't mean that he participates in that. Um, like, for example, he's never lied about his family coming from that cult. He's never ever lied about that. Um, he's always said, "This was my father. This was generations ago. This is no longer how my family operates things." And I completely understand that, because family members in my family practice a different religion that I don't agree with. Um, I don't really practice any religion anyway, but they they're very much into one religion that I don't agree with completely, because it doesn't make sense to me. But just because my family members are of that religion doesn't mean I'm also of that religion. So I don't get why she keeps bringing up his family members being a part of that of the cult, because that literally doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. You are not your family members. Like, I don't get it, especially from her, because her dad is someone she doesn't agree with, and yet she doesn't want to be associated with him. So why is she bringing up this individual's father? I don't know. It's weird to me. Sorry to go on a whole rant about it. It's just been bothering me lately because she keeps bringing up his family, and it's like his family's not him. Um, I don't want to keep defending them because, like I said, I don't know the truth. She doesn't know the truth. We don't know the truth yet. That's why I really want to go to court, because my hopes is that if it goes to court, we'll have some truth in the matter. Um, our justice system in America is super flawed, but that's a whole nother rant for a whole nother time. But it is super flawed. So even if it does go to court, that doesn't mean we'll hear the truth. And that's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But I'm just hoping if it goes to court, we at least have a better chance of getting the truth. So that's my little rant. Oh, furthermore, I've been ignoring her, but she keeps popping up in my recommendeds, even though I'm not subscribed to her anymore. I haven't been subscribed to her for a really long time, and she keeps popping up. But the thing that keeps bothering me, that keeps popping up, is she's still putting their kits on her channel. What is that? Like, okay, she's saying that she's finishing up some custom orders that she had backed up. Cool. Don't put them on your channel then. If you are so against the company, why are you putting them on your channel? You are making the choice to make videos showing these dolls that you have. Like, she's working on other dolls, but not by this company. And sure, show those, but why are you showing the dolls that you're working on from that company? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So like she keeps having those on her YouTube story thing, and it keeps popping up on my account. I'm like trying to ignore it, and it keeps coming up. And like recently, she shared that she's been working on I think it was a real-born Quinn, right? And she was like, "Oh, it's such a cute kit," blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, but aren't you the same person who tried to say that real-borns were the babies of these young girls that were forced to have these babies? But you're saying the kit is so cute and all that. It's so weird. It's weird. Like, if you're gonna say one thing, stick with that one thing. If you're gonna say this company is bad, I don't support it, cool. Do not show their dolls. Do not support it. But don't go around and turn around and then make these kits and then put them on your account and talk about how cute they are. Like, I screenshotted it because I was like, if she tries to say that she hadn't been showing their kits, I'm gonna be like, well, that's not true at all. Like, so people are. I just hate when people are. The thing I hate that bothers me the most is when people are hypocrites, and she's being very, very hypocritical lately, and it bothers me to no end. Yeah. Hi, Katie. I'm just ranting while I fold up some clothes, trying to fit everything in this Ooh, I think it's gonna work. Oh my goodness, I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. My last thing that I was gonna do if this didn't work is I was gonna mail some of my clothes to my nana's house to save money instead and do that. Because it would have been cheaper than trying to check a bag. Checking bags on American Airlines last time I checked was $40, and shipping a little bit of clothes would have been really cheap if I had to do that. So, mm. So what's these trueborns that have been popping up in my email? Trueborns. I don't know what those are. I know there's a company called Trueborn, and it's spelled TRU and then born, but I don't know about Trueborn spelled that way. I know about the Realborns, but I never heard of Trueborn spelled that way. Chances are it might be a scam. Be careful about because I get emails all the time that I have to ignore. So be careful about getting emails and opening them. I will sit on this if I have to make it work. We're going to make this fit. Okay, what can I eliminate? It's so close to zipping. What can I eliminate? Okay, I don't need these night pants. I'm trying to think about things that I probably don't need. Okay. I don't need this shirt. Maybe it's the Trueborn. Yeah, if it's Trueborn spelt that way, that is a legit company. They're very safe. Okay, that's a little better. Making some room, doing this thing. If I thought a company was hurting people, I would not support them and let alone give their products compliments and post about them. Exactly. She's doing that. Let's see if I have the screenshot on my phone to show you. So she's yeah, it really, really, really bothers me. Don't know if you guys can see it. It probably won't show up right. I think you can kind of see it, but it says, "Love these two work in progress reborns," and then one is Realborn Darren, and one is Maddie, which is a MacPherson's kid. I think Maddie is on MacPherson's, but uh, Realborn Darren, of course, is a Realborn kid from the doll company that she's against. um, yeah, really gets on my nerves. She also posted like a whole video talking about the Realborn Quinn that I'm talking about. That was the Realborn Quinn that is a cuddle bay that she made, and she was talking about how cute Quinn was, and I'm like, but that's what? Yeah, it's just weird to me. If you're gonna say one thing, stick to that thing. If you're gonna say a company's bad, stick to that. Don't call their products cute. Don't say that you like how it's turning out. Why are you still painting them? Blah blah blah. Makes no sense. Congratulations on your baby boy. Thank you. Yeah, I love him a lot. He's right here, actually. I have to put him in his outfit, his traveling outfit that'll he'll be in until we land on Saturday evening. So let's see. Now this should fit. Considering I'm going for a month, I think I'm packing actually pretty light. Like everything's fitting in a carry-on size bag. And that's not easy. I like to wear a lot of different clothes because I get tired of wearing the same thing over and over. Plus, I brought him clothes, and it's all fitting now because I took out a couple items that I don't necessarily need to wear. All right. I think we did it. They better not say this bag is too big because I've taken the same bag before on American Airlines before. They better not say I have to check this bag. I will be so upset. Are you ready for Christmas? Yes, I love Christmas. I'm not Christian, but I'm also not Christian. I don't think I've ever talked about my beliefs on this channel before, but I mean, I'm very open about it because, so like I was saying earlier, I grew up in a family that is half of my family is Buddhist, but not like the type of Buddhist with the Buddha, like not the fat guy. They're modern Buddhists, which it's hard to explain. It's called SGI Buddhism. You can look it up and it'll probably explain it better than I could ever explain it. But I grew up both Buddhist and Southern Baptist Christian, so that made for a fun time, fun family reunions, as you can imagine. Um, but so I've never really found myself agreeing with either religion. I think there's a lot that's not explained, or a lot of things about both religions that don't make sense to me. So, um, as far as beliefs, I consider myself more of a agnostic, whereas I believe there's something, but I believe that it's beyond human capability to know what the right religion is. So when I see people saying, "Oh, Christianity is the one and true religion," I'm like, "Well, how do you know?" like, and then when a lot of Buddhist people are like, "Yeah, Buddhism is the best religion," I'm like, "How would you know? You don't know." I don't think anyone can know. You might feel that you know, but it's beyond human comprehension to know what the quote unquote right religion is. So I don't I live my life by a moral code, but I do not live by a holy book because I just find it unnecessary. I don't want to exclude any religion from my beliefs. I don't want to make someone feel less than because they have a different belief system, if that makes any sense at all. Like, I stick by a moral code, right? And I just do my best to be a good person, you know. Um, I'm not always a good person, but that's human nature. You can't always be good all the time. Um, I respect your opinion, but the fact is, she's still a business owner. She still has to use the kit in their question. There are still collectors that want BB kits. I think it's just a sales pitch. That doesn't make sense though. First time reborn mom, because she's saying that she's so against this company, um, but she's still posting pictures and videos of their kids in a positive light. If you are so against this company to the core of it, you're still supporting that company by posting those kits in a positive light, and that's contradictory to say the least. It's kind of just, sure, paint those kits on your own time, but don't post them and talk about them in a positive way if you're actively saying all these allegations against that company. Um, Being a business owner and being someone who's like very contradictory is a very different thing, and she crosses the line all the time with that. Because being a business owner, you don't have to post those. You can still paint them on your own time. I just don't understand why she feels the need to do that when she does paint other kits that aren't from BB. All right. Now I gotta fit all this underwear. I gotta limit my underwear because, again, I'm gonna be at my Nana's house. It's not like she doesn't wash clothes. So let's see how I can limit some of my underwear. How many pairs do I need? I guess I'll do a week worth so I can wash clothes every week. That's exactly how my boyfriend thinks. Well, he says the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I think more and more people are starting to don't ever know a true religion, what the true religion is. So I think more and more people are starting to think about things differently than how they were raised. So I think that's a positive thing, and I think it's great to have an open mind, especially about something a lot of people hold dear to them, such as religion. For her business, no one would want her dolls if she herself didn't like them. How would she show her work? That's my point. She works on other dolls other than Bountiful Baby. But the thing is, she keeps saying not that she doesn't support Bountiful Baby or that she says she doesn't support Bountiful Baby. She doesn't say she says all these things, but then she shows their dolls in a positive light. So you can see, I don't know how like to explain it, but that's very contradictory. If you're against a company, but then you're saying how cute their kits are, that doesn't make any sense to me. Um, she works on other dolls all the time and she shares those, and that's cool, fine. Show your work that way, but don't show your work with a company that you're actively in a lawsuit against in a positive light. It doesn't make sense. I don't know, like how else to phrase that, but it let me think of an example. Like say I hate Chris Brown, which I do. Um, I hate Chris Brown. I think he's a horrible person. I think he did some abusive things in his past and he kind of got away with it. Say I believe that, which I do about Chris Brown. But then say that in the intro to every single one of my videos, I play a Chris Brown song. But then I still say I hate Chris Brown. It's the same concept. It just doesn't make sense, you know? I think it's very hard and sad. Hey, I love your reborn dolls, and I have 4 reborn dolls. That's cool. Yeah, I have 2 currently. I'm waiting on the 3rd one that'll probably be sometime in March, I think. She'll be here. I feel sad about the whole situation. Yeah, it's a sad situation for like everyone involved because it has created such a big separation in the community